Hello everyone, welcome back to Sutra Yoga YouTube channel with me Pritha, live from my home in the Netherlands. It's been a while actually, right? Like I can't remember when was the last time that we did some live stream with me, Vinyasa Flow. But here I am coming back again for a live stream. And I hope that you are here with me today. If you're not here, you know that you can always find the link as soon as this live stream is ended, so that you can always practice this class anytime and anywhere you like. And today's class is going to last for about 30 minutes short. We're not gonna need much, probably blocks. Blocks are always a good idea. Also blanket, especially if you have knee sensitivity. But other than that, make sure that you subscribe to Sutra Yoga YouTube channel if you haven't already. And it's always a good idea to click that little bell icon at the bottom of the screen of the video, so whenever Sutra Yoga has a new video, you know that you're not gonna miss out. You're going to be always reminded that, hey, there's a new video, why don't you watch it? Okay, so we have 2 more minutes until we can start the practice. And make sure that you have everything that you need around you so that you don't have to stop in the middle of the practice to grab whatever it is that you need. And if you have your favorite playlist, of course, you can always turn that on if you like to practice with some music, and if you just want to be in silence and just focus on your breath, that's also a really good idea. Okay, so whenever you're ready, you can just take a seated position in any way that you feel comfortable. You can sit in a cross-legged position, or you can sit in Vajrasana. So today, I personally prefer to sit in Vajrasana because my body feels like it. So with this being said, I'd like to invite you to find your most favorite or most comfortable seated position in any way you like. So try to listen to your body, listen to your intuition, and just sit nice and tall. We're just gonna stay here for about a minute or two, placing your hands down on your laps. Let's turn the palms down as a sign of grounding. And remember to close your eyes. It's always nice to close the eyes because we immediately cutting off connection, or maybe best to call it limiting the stimulants around us. By closing the eyes, you can focus more on your body. Just maybe feeling some tightness in the body if you have some tightness. Or whenever you're ready, you can start to follow the flow of your breath, allowing the chest and your belly to rise and fall as you breathe. So the mantra of today's practice is, when I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. That was actually taken from a card that I just pulled out before I started the live stream. So that being said, try to remember or maybe repeat that mantra silently in your mind, in your heart. When I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. When I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. Let's blink the eyes open. Still focusing on your breath. I'm just going to reach the arms forward and try to flex your wrists and begin to spread your fingers as wide as you can. Pull the lower bellies in towards the spine. Sit nice and tall. So the point of focus here is on the core. When the core is stabilized, the core is engaged, you can sit a little taller with the strength from the core. And we're just going to create a squeezing movement, like trying to create fist and release quite quick. So make sure that you're paying attention to the power of your hands as you squeeze your hands in, and spread the fingers wide as you spread your hands open. So if you've been working a little too much in front of your laptop, this is always a good idea to release that laptop wrist and then maybe create a circular movement with your wrist. Keep your arms stretched out. I know, sometimes you start to feel the burns in your arms, but stay with me, bear with me, it's not gonna last forever. And then we're going to create the circular movement on the wrist to the opposite side. Okay, so one more time, circulate into the opposite side. Pay attention to the wrist, point of focus is on the wrist, and then the opposite side now. Good job. So let's slowly come back into the ground, releasing your arms down, and let's meet in all fours. Take a moment to just find the grounding beneath you through the hands and through the knees. Spread the fingers as wide as you can and try to grab through the yoga mat with your finger pads. So all of your knuckles are eventually going to start to lift off the ground. Point of focus here is at the base of your index fingers and at the base of your thumbs. Push away from the ground, activate your shoulders. If you notice at this stage, I'm not activating my shoulders, and I'm gonna start to activate my shoulders, and I'm gonna start to pull my lower bellies in towards the spine. Sometimes it does feel so hard, like how am I going to activate this and that? But that comes with the time. So try to be really patient and keep practicing with me together. Okay, so let's activate our Ujjayi breath if you haven't already, by taking a deep breath in through the nose and exhale out through the nose. Good. Again, inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. Good. We're going to keep using that Ujjayi breath throughout the rest of our practice. Now we're going to add some cat-cow into the body movement. So take a deep breath in as you drop the belly button down. Send the shoulders back and away from the ears. And exhale, round the spine. Bring the chin into the chest. Inhale, bellies down. Puff the chest forward. Still pushing away from the ground. And exhale, round the spine. Bring the chin into the chest. Last one, you got this. Inhale. Opening up through the heart. And exhale, round the spine. Slowly come back into your neutral spine. Curl the toes under and bend your elbows slightly so that you can lift the hips up and back. We're going to meet in downward facing dog. If this is the first down dog of the day, it's always nice to keep your knees bent so that you can protect the lower back, and also you can just notice when you start to feel more confident and more strong in your arms, finding the opening in the back body, you can start to straighten the legs, bringing the heels down towards the earth and allow the head to feel heavy. Keep the lower bellies in. towards the spine and lifting up only from the tailbones. Noticing that both of your hands are pressing down through the earth equally. Feeling the back of the neck long. And you're still breathing, hopefully. Good job. On your next inhale, slowly come up onto your tippy toes. Gently bend the knees, look forward. And we're going to take one step at a time so that our feet can walk towards the hands. So there's no rush. Take your time. Listen to your body because that is the highest form of yoga, right? So you want to listen to your intuition. Stop when you need to take a break. And breathe all the time. Keep the feet and hip width apart. You can keep your knees back or to the earth if you're practicing outside. And let's gently shift the body weight forward towards the toes. Spread the toes away from one another. And breathe. Start to straighten the back of your legs. If you feel like it, you can try. And if you don't like it, you can keep your knees bent. But you can always try to straighten the back of your legs. And breathe again. Good. On your next inhale, we're going to bend the knees. Inhale, slowly, slowly, rising up into standing vertebrae by vertebrae. And as soon as you come up into a standing position, we're going to loop the shoulders up, back and away from the ears, opening up through the front side of the body. And again, inhale, loop the shoulders up and back and away. And one more time, just like that, you got this. Shoulders up and back and away. Good job. Slowly come back to the center. Always add a little micro bench on your knees when you stand up and up nice and tall. Keep both of your feet equally strong on the ground. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Look up. On your next exhale, let's bend the elbows into cactus arms. Pull the lower bellies in towards the spine as much as you can. On your next exhale, bring the sides of your forearms together. You want to try to glue the elbows in towards the center. And as you glue the elbows in towards the center around the spine, and try to bring the chin in towards the chest. So this is almost like a variation of cat-cow, but we're just doing it while standing. Inhale, open the chest, open the arms wide to the side, puff the chest forward. Feel the elbows starting to travel away from one another. And exhale again, round the spine, chin to the chest, glue the elbows in front of your face. Inhale, heart open. One more time, exhale, round the spine. Sides of the forearms together. Good job. Slowly come back to the center. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Heart open and exhale, round the spine. Bring the hands down to the earth. Inhale, flat back, look forward. You can place the top of your fingers down on the floor, or you can place your hands against your shin. Look forward, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bring the hands down to the earth. Step the right foot back and the left foot back will meet in plank. Take it easy. Do what you can. Exhale, drop the knees, chest and chin. Inhale, slide forward into cobra. Exhale, lift the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, tippy toes, bend your knees, look forward, and step the feet to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, forward fold. Allow the head to feel heavy once again. Softly bend the knees. Inhale, rise up into standing. Reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, take it all the way down to the earth. Inhale, flat back, look forward. And exhale, forward fold. Blend the hands, step the feet one at a time. We'll meet once again in plank. Lower the knees, chest and chin. Inhale into cobra. Exhale, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. And let's bring the feet together to touch. Inhale, lift the right leg up to the sky. Step the right foot forward in between your hands. Keep the back foot to stay on its toes. Bend the front knees at 90 degrees. Inhale, reach your arms up to standing into high lunge. And exhale, sink a little deeper. Take a deep breath in as you peel the chest open. And exhale, find twist to the right side. Take the left hands down to the earth, meeting me into big twist in lunge. Reach the right arms up to the sky. And exhale, bring the right hands down to the earth. Begin to lengthen through the spine. Engage the core if you haven't already. We're going to extend the front legs straight, or always add a little macro bend on your knees into this variation of pyramid. Bring the right sit bones back towards the back of the room here. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. And exhale, forward fold. Again, inhale, lengthen through the spine. So if you have a block, the block can come in handy here. You can always place the block underneath the palms to make the floor comes a little closer to you. And exhale, kiss your shin. Inhale, lengthen, look forward. And exhale, once again, kiss your shin. Put the blocks away if you have a block or two. Bend the front knees and then begin to reach your arms forward, further away from the right foot. Step the left foot halfway forward. Bend the front knees, engaging the core, and begin to lift the left leg up into warrior three. Lengthening through the spine, keeping the back body lengthened and strong, and you're still breathing. On your next exhale, drop the left foot down next to the right foot. Inhale, halfway lift with both feet down to the earth. On your exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen once again, look forward. And exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Interlace the hands behind your back and reach the knuckles up to the sky. Inhale, halfway lift, look forward. And exhale, Uttanasana once again. And try to allow the hands to drop down towards the back of your head. Opening up through the shoulders. You're still breathing. All is well. And gently bring the hands down towards the earth. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant the hands down to the earth. Step it all the way back, downward facing dog. Take a moment to find child's pose. If you need to take a little break, we'll take it easy. It's your practice. So you can always stop this video if you're doing the replay, of course. And then you can take as long as you want and stay in this child's pose. Listening to your breath. Go one more deep breath into this child's pose. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale. On your next inhale, lift the forehead, look forward, come back into downward facing dog. Walk the feet together to touch. Inhale, lift the left leg up to the sky. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Bend the front knees at 90 degrees. Inhale, reaching your arms all the way up to the sky. Let's meet in high lunge. Keep the front side of the body open. Legs are strong. Sink a little deeper if it's available for you today. If it's not, stay wherever you want to stay. And exhale, find twist. Reach your arms out and twist to the left side. Bring the right hands down to the earth. Reach the left arms up to the sky, leaning back slightly. Exhale, bring the left hands down to the earth and begin to straighten the front legs, adding a little micro bend on your knees and breathe. Inhale, lengthen through the spine and exhale, forward fold. Remember, you can always use the block underneath your hands. Inhale, lengthen, look forward. And exhale, forward fold. Last one, just like that. Inhale, lift, look forward. And exhale, forward fold. On your next inhale, lengthen, look forward. Reach your arms a little further away from the left foot. Bend the front knees and begin to engage the core. Keep the core engaged and step the right foot halfway through. And when you're ready, lift the right leg up into warrior 3. Listen to your body. Try to meet yourself where you are without adding any judgment to yourself. Just enjoy the practice, enjoy the breath. Inhale, halfway lift, look forward, flat back. Exhale, Uttanasana. Interlace the hands behind your lower back. Lift the knuckles up towards the sky. Inhale, opening up through the heart. And exhale again, forward fold, Uttanasana. Allow the head to dangle down. Allow your neck to lengthen and head to feel heavy. Releasing the hands down to the earth, dangling the hands down, and dangling the arms down, and also the head. Let's plant the palms down flat on the ground. Let's take one step back into plank. One step at a time, find your plank. Exhale, we're going to find a variation of up dog. So keep the feet on your toes, drop the hips down, send the heart open. And exhale, downward facing dog. Lift the hips up and back. Keep breathing in and out through the nose. Again, on your next inhale, come up onto your tippy toes, drop the hips down, send the heart open, forward, variation of upward facing dog. Exhale, lift the hips up and back. On your next inhale, once again, we're gonna shift forward, variation of up dog, and exhale, bring the hips down to the earth. Allow the chest to melt all the way down, flat on the ground. Keep your hands next to the rib cage. Loop the shoulders up, back and away, and glue the top of your feet down to the earth. On your next inhale, lift the chest open. So the point of attention here is around your back. You want to use the back muscles to lift the chest up. So glue the top of your feet down. So there's a tendency that you want to always lift the legs off the ground. But this time we want to glue the feet down. Really try to activate your legs. Lift through the heart using the back muscles to lift. Maybe even try to lift a little higher. And let's lift the hands off the ground as well, adding a little bit of challenge here and reach the arms down the back body. Imagine that you really want to touch your feet. You really want to touch your heels. So open up through the chest, expanding through the collarbone. Use the back muscles to lift and breathe for 3, 2, and 1. Place the hands, just your hands next to the ribcage. Squeeze the shoulders in towards one another and bring the feet together to touch if you like, or keep the feet at hip width apart. Push away into upward facing dog. Lift the heart open. Hope you're still breathing here and hold it for 3, 2, 1. Again, bring the hips down flat on the ground. And this time we're going to stack both of our forearms underneath our forehead so that we can drop the forehead down on top of the forearms. Take a moment to relax your shoulders and really try to relax the shoulders I know sometimes when I come to yoga class and the teacher said, relax your shoulders, I thought I've been relaxing the shoulders, my shoulders, but apparently the shoulders is a little bit tricky. You kind of always want to squeeze itself close to the ears. So try to notice, can you really melt the shoulders down? Good. Slowly come back to the center. Bring the hands back towards the rib cage. Squeeze the elbows in. And then we're going to come back into downward facing dog. Walk the feet together to touch. Inhale, lift the right leg all the way up. Exhale, step the right foot forward behind the right wrist. Drop the hips down. So if this doesn't feel comfortable, you can always put a props underneath the right buttocks. Otherwise, try to slide the left leg all the way back so that you can sit down on the ground. Finding the pigeon pose, walking the hands behind your knees, loop the shoulders back, expansion through the collarbone, lifting up through the chest. On your exhale, forward fold. You can stay on your hands, you can stay on your forearms. You can also drop the forehead completely down to the earth. Remember, there is no judgment to ourselves when we're practicing our yoga. There is no certain shape that you want to focus on. So the most important thing is to focus on the breath and is to focus on how you feel instead of how you look, right? So take it easy, because when our mind is relaxed, when our breath is relaxed, everything will fall into place. So take your time. And then gently, we're going to come back onto our hands, bringing the hands behind the knees. So I know for some of you, this is quite hard, right? So the class is only short. This is only short class, so I cannot really offer you a lot of modifications, but hopefully next time. Then we're going to bring the hands behind the knees, sit nice and tall, keep the heart open. So option 1, you can stay here. Option 2, you can try to bend the left leg and try to hold the back foot. You can grab the back foot with a towel or with anything like strap if you have. Listen to your body. And some of you, I know if you have been practicing a lot, you can find good flexibility in the body and try to bring the left heel towards your butt. Remember, it's not the shape that we want to focus on. It's the ability of our awareness to meet ourselves where we are right now. And then gently release. Bring the hands back down to the earth. Step it all the way back. Downward facing dog. And once again, let's walk the feet together to touch. Inhale, left leg all the way up to the sky. And exhale, step the left knee forward just behind your wrist. Allow the right leg to snuggle down to the earth. Again, listen to your body. If you feel some pain on your knees, anywhere, it's not a good idea, right? So you want to always check to yourself, listen to your body, and find what feels good. Walk the hands behind your knees. Inhale, lift the chest open. And as you exhale, forward fold. Remember to find your own modifications, whether to stay on your forehead, your hands, your forearms. And I know that probably some of you is having a lunch break right now if you're located elsewhere other than in Indonesia. So this is also good to be done during work lunch break, office break, because you can actually keep your office attire as you do this. As long as you're not wearing tight skirt, it's gonna be hard for you to move. And then slowly, we're gonna come back onto our hands, sit nice and tall, bringing the hands behind your knees pretty much so that you can open up through the front side of the body. And then option 1, maybe just stay here. If you like it, why not, right? And then option 2, maybe you want to take it a little bit further and bend the right knee, grab the right foot with the right hands, and maybe just stay here. If you feel some tightness, oh my gosh, like I haven't done this for a while actually, I feel it. So if you feel it, you can stay here. And if you have a good range of motion here on your knees, on your hip flexor, you can actually try to bring the heels a little bit closer towards your bums and try to bring the chest forward, point the chest forward. Good. We'll slowly release the legs. And then let's swing the right leg forward so that we can meet in the center of the mat. We'll take it down on the ground. So wherever you are, take it all the way down to the ground and slowly rest your head down against the floor. Feel the back body beginning to softly surrendering to the earth. Notice that your sacrum is also flat on the ground, so you can always lift your hips a little higher first and then place the sacrum down, okay? So let's bring the knees into the chest and take a moment to rock side to side. We're taking it easy today. So wherever you are, you can always jump into this practice, even if you don't have any, give yourself a little bit of shoulders massage here, and then slowly come back to the center. And we're going to wrap the right leg over the left and try to bring the heels close towards your buttocks. For a moment, let's peel the legs away from the body. Peel the legs away from the body without lifting the lower back. So probably you just want to lift the legs away from the body just a teeny tiny bit to maintain that flat lower back. And then let's bring the knees close again to the chest. Open the arms wide into a letter, into cactus arms. Because in the cactus arms, you can actually find a more stabilized and flat shoulder blades. So take a deep breath in. On your next exhale, let's bring both legs to the left side in a twist. So twist is always a good idea. You can drop the knees down to the earth if you have the accessibility to do that. Otherwise, just stay wherever your breath takes you. You can gaze towards the opposite shoulders. And just relaxing through the abdominals, soften your belly, and breathe. On your next inhale, come back to the center, unwrap the legs gently, placing the opposite legs on top of the other legs. Grab the top of your feet and try to bring the heels closer towards your bums and peel the knees away. Peel the knees away, making sure that your lower back is not lifting off the ground. And then gently bring the knees again into the chest. And this time you can open your arms into cactus. Make sure that your shoulder blades are flat. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, drop the legs down to the right side or to the side that you haven't done earlier. Gaze towards the opposite shoulders. Just focusing onto the flow of your breath, noticing the inhale and the exhale. Maybe even remembering our mantra today, when I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. Now slowly come back to the center like a caterpillar. I just want to make sure that you can see me properly. Let's bring the knees close to the chest And I'm going to reach my arms down the side on my legs. I'm going to use my core here, squeezing the core, allowing the core to lift your forehead so that it comes close to your knees, and hold it down here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. We have reached our final relaxation, Shavasana. You can always extend your legs straight, just basically laying down on the floor. Of course, if you have any lower back sensitivity, you can always bend your knees, drop the knees in together to the center part. Your shoulder blades are flat, your lower back is flat, and close your eyes for a moment. So if you're not getting this information yet, actually Shavasana is also known as corpse pose. And this is actually the most important practice of any yoga postures. So take your time closing the eyes, allowing every single muscles in your body to slowly soften. Bring your awareness to the center of your body. Watch your belly rising and falling. The mantra from today's practice is, when I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. So let go of any thoughts that comes your way. It doesn't last forever anyway. This is too shall end. Take your time. Allow the breath to flow. And let's begin to deepen the breath. Let's start to wiggle our toes and our fingers. Reach the arms up overhead and stretch it all out. Bringing the knees in towards the chest. And slowly rolling in towards your right side. You can rest your head on top of the right arms. Just keep your eyes closed and relax over here. And slowly begin to support yourself to come all the way back up into a seated position. Finding that cross-legged once again, or maybe Vajrasana. So basically any seated position that you like. Let's bring the hands in front of the heart and try to press the palms against one another. Sit nice and tall, checking in so that your shoulders are right on top of your hips and your head is aligned with your heart. Close the eyes. Observe your breath. Remember the mantra. So the mantra is not only valid during our yoga practice. You can also use it as soon as you get off of your yoga mat. If you don't remember what it was, when I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. We'll end the practice by chanting Om together one time. Before we chant, let's take a deep breath in. And exhale to sigh. Inhale to chant. Let's bring the thumbs up between the eyebrows for intuition. Bring the hands down to your lips to always speak the truth. Bring the thumbs down to your heart for love and compassion. Bring the hands down to the earth. Namaste. Thank you, my friends, for staying. Thank you so much for practicing together. Of course, if you have any questions or any comment, you can, write it down below. And remember to subscribe on Sutra Yoga YouTube channel. I'll be here with you every Thursday. So the time is 12 noon. If you're located in Central Europe, I'm located in Holland, so if you're around the area, you probably have the same time zone, but it's actually at 5 o'clock if you are in Jakarta, Indonesia, and 6 o'clock in the evening if you are located in Bali, Indonesia. So please remember to subscribe, click on the bell icon, and I hope to see you again here next week, same time, same place. Thank you so much. Stay safe, and thank you. Namaste.